Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cynical and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over Guild Wars. It's day 1 of the Ghulvania restriction for Guild Wars. So, see how my team does today. Made it the other day on Tuesday on the live stream. Did my best, there's not that many weapons. You got the Great King though. Got the Great King. Got the Ghost Queen. Should be okay. Just like no good weapons, but scared to use Elementalist. Usually use Elementalist. Like I'm not gonna use it this time. That's scary. I've only lost once ever in Guild Wars, so it's always a little nerve-wracking to do it on live stream, and you know how it goes. Anytime you're doing Guild Wars on live stream, I mean you don't know how it goes, but you know what I mean. It is nerve-wracking a little bit. Because you could go 3-2 or 2-3 or totally crap the bed. And yeah, I've only lost once. It was like on the first one a long time ago. I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it kind of here. Let me set up the stream though. So let me run an auto battle first thing smoking. And probably a shorter stream today. This is not a day I normally stream. So unless something crazy happens, I'm guessing it's going to be just Guild Wars. And that way, like, if I just do Guild Wars and then I end the stream, then it's more likely people will watch after the fact. But if you guys are enjoying it and we're, whatever, like, you know the deal. Then we'll keep going. But let me run this trial while I set her up. I do have a thumbnail. I'm just gonna do like the Guild Wars screen with like a different troop on it each day with the different change the dates each day. We're gonna do it today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Sunday I'll probably just record my fights and then put them out with no commentary or something. I can't stream on Sundays, sorry. So, but hey, I'll still put out the video. Just won't be able to talk on it. But on today, tomorrow, and the next day, it'll be live streaming. So, yeah. Get an extra live stream this week. Oops, what am I doing here? Alright, auto battle while I set her up. Give me a sec. Alright, Ghulvania, Guild Wars, Day 1, Offense Team versus Top Guilds, Gems of War Live, 10/16. It's supposed to say 2025. I'm glad I looked at that. Let me do the thumbnail first. Got the Ghost Queen on it today. I had the Grey King on it the other day. The Ghost Queen. I think she should be on every team. Pretty much. 50% start. Pretty good as a PvP Guild Wars troop too. She steals mana, does true damage. It's not just the fact that she does 50% start for undead. She also is decent for this kind of stuff anyway. So, not as the main character on the team, but as a supplementary character, of course. Sauna's here. How's it going, Sauna? Okay, I got the thumbnail. Let's copy this, paste it in. Paste it. Alright, and our playlist is gonna be Gems of War live streams and Gems of War. Don't know why I put it on both, I just do. Gems of War is the playlist for everything Gems of War related. Like, if you come to the channel and you don't want no EverQuest or no Dark Souls or nothing, you just want Gems of War, you could go to the Gems of War playlist and just hit play all, and you'll never see anything except for Gems of War. Then I have the Gems of War live stream playlist. If you just want to see Gems of War live streams, that's what you would do. You go to that playlist, hit play, and you'll just see Gems of War live streams. I don't know, that's the idea, I guess. Maybe I should have like a non-live stream Gems of War playlist. Probably should. Or maybe I just shouldn't put the live streams on that Gems of War playlist. I don't know. I already kind of did it a certain way, and I have like 3,000 videos, so I'm not gonna change it now. Alright. Let's put in some more tags here. We got Gems of War, Guild Wars. Gems of War, Gems of War, New Wars. Gems of War, Guild Wars, Offense. That's all I'm gonna do. Save that. And, dude, I put out a video yesterday. It was a EverQuest video, but it was funny because I put it out and then it changed the language to German for some reason. So I was listening to myself in German, and it would not go back to English. I kept going to the options to turn it back to English, and it just defaulted to like German or something. So I'm like listening to, I guess it's a new feature on YouTube where it did it pretty quick too. Oh, it's so fun. Like, I don't know, it was cool. It's the first time I messed around with it yesterday on my video, and I was just listening to all the different languages. Like, it's not my voice, obviously. You can only hear my voice on the English one, but it's just like AI, foreign language dubbing, right? But it's in so many languages, it's crazy, like Ukrainian and German and Spanish and just like a bunch. And it's gonna help, I think, the channel like get more views. But it's funny to hear like my hey, you know, it's just like hey, hey, I am cynical, you know. And then like I was saying, like alphabet or the ABC Ding Dong Boys, and like to hear that in a different language. It's like they say the different language and they say ding dong. I don't know. It was funny. And then there's like this meta like AI thing you can do where you can like ask questions about the video. Like you guys can do this. You can do all this stuff I'm talking about actually. So you can go to like one of my videos. Like you can go to my Guild Wars offense team video from Tuesday or whatever it was. And there's like this option where you can like ask questions about the video. Like they're preloaded questions, but it's be like, why did he make this his offensive team or something? And you can click on it, and like the AI will explain exactly why I made my offensive team like that, or why is the Great King on this team. Like there'll be questions like that. And you click on it, it's like, why is Great King on this team? You'll click on it, and the AI will explain it to you, like literally, like exactly what I would say. They take it from the video, like the Great King is on this team because he silences and does true damage to all enemies and drains their mana and freezes them, and he's undead and he's the best option from this restriction. Like it'll say everything that I said pretty much. Like it explains it in a different way too. It's cool. Like it says it's explaining it correctly based on like my video and what I said, but it'll say it in like different words. It's cool. I should go over it one day on a video or something. Like we could click on all the questions and like see if they're all right. I don't know. Last time I did like an AI related video, it didn't get as many views as I thought it would, but I thought it was a good idea. I'm not like making the video. I'm not like, the AI's not making the video. I'm just like asking AI questions and seeing if it's right or seeing what they say. It's me making the video. I know people hate it when, like I hate it too when like it's an AI video, like the whole video is made by AI. I don't like that. But when you're like utilizing it to, you know, your own ideas and like utilizing it and making a video, I think it's kind of fun sometimes to utilize it, but not to like create the entire video out of it. I think that's lazy and annoying. Alright, did we win? Looks like we won. Nice. Alright, so okay. Sorry, I'm almost ready. I went off on a tangent about the new features on... I don't even know if they're that new. Like, maybe I just now saw them. It's really fun, though. Alright, I'm ready. Hold on. Let me jump into the chat here. Alright, we got Sauna, Classic EverQuest, Yoke the Ham, Funky Town, Texas. What's up? Yeah. Ooh, Morthani summons? Or who are you talking about? Oh, the Ghost Queen? I think Morthani does. Does Ghost Queen? She might. I can't remember. Let's go over there. Guild Wars. I gotta paste my team in. Hold on. I think it's here somewhere. I made a video out of it, so... should be here somewhere. There it is. See if it works. Guild Wars. 2 War. Gate. Paste. Let's double check that only Ghulvania weapons. Yep. Alright. So this is my team here. Yeah, I think you were thinking about Morthani. Maybe that's what you meant. Morthani summons Morthani's will. It's kind of why The reason I chose Morthani, I think Axe of Leeching, Grey King, and Ghost Queen is like a really good, like starting out today, like that's the 3 things probably that should be on the team. I mean, the weapon could be slightly different maybe, but at least the Grey King and the Ghost Queen. Axe of Leeching was like the only mana generating weapon though. I don't know what else you're going to be doing. You could try Trick and Treat, but it doesn't generate any mana. You could win the long, I guess you could win the long game there. Like if you want to be very careful, it might be smart. I'm not sure yet. I might switch to it, but right now it's like I want mana generation for this team. Like there's nothing doing any mana generation really. I mean, kinda, but like the weapon has to mana generate or the team's going to be too slow and not get up. And if we use Trick and Treat just to lock down one enemy, still like there's 3 other enemies on the team and they're generating mana and casting and stuff, and you're sitting there with no way to mana generate and just locking down one enemy. But it could work. I'm not sure. You know. Good morning, Classic. You watched it pretty quick, but I missed out on the German thing. Yeah, it was just maybe it was just me too. Like maybe it was just on my end. I had to like unpublish the German dubbing to make it go away, and like as soon as I did that, it went back to normal. So I don't know if it was for anybody else but me, but I was just saying, like, for a minute there, I was on my laptop, on my phone, on my PlayStation 5, everywhere. I couldn't get it to play in English. It was all in German. And, like, I'm not even, like, in the same account sometimes. Like, on my phone, I'm not on the same account. It's, like, a different account or whatever. So it wasn't just, like, my account. It was, like, everywhere I went. I was playing it in German. But it was really funny because it was, like, a ranty, rambly video, and it was funny in a different language. Classic says, do you have the ability for viewers to make community posts on your YouTube channel disabled on purpose? I don't know. Probably not. MJK Jets is here. Yeah, Morthani. Black Lagoon? What's that? Use the same team? Nice. Oh, is that the team I'm fighting? The guild I'm fighting? Uh-oh. Are they good? Alright. I think I'm ready to go, y'all. Hold on. Wait, one more thing. You know, like when I make those videos, Classic, I'm exaggerating a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I like to make people, you know, get irritated. I don't really feel that crazy about THJ or WoW. I like WoW. I know it makes people irritated, so. What is going on with my phone? It won't turn down. Turn down, stupid. That was weird. It won't turn down, like I can hear it. Shut up. Okay. So, let's look at it. Let's look at it before I start fighting. Let me grab all my blinkies, too. You know how, like, a professional wrestler, like, they might be their self, but they're turning their self up to, like, 10 or 100? That's kind of what I do. Like, I believe everything I'm saying, but I'm turning it up to 100. I get into my rants, you know? And I just just starts freestyling and starts coming out. Then I have to listen. I don't even know what I said half the time. I have to go back and re-listen to it. Talking about them jiggling their titties and twisting in their nipples and stuff. Alright. It has been kind of crazy on P99 recently, class. Like, we have at least 100 extra people on lately, like, and feels like not like it's never... It's always been kind of, you know, but it's been like a little bit extra lately, like with people being inconsiderate for real. Just weird to me that it's like the timing of it. Like there's way more inconsiderate people than normal, and that game just got shut down, you know, at the same time. All right. So I grabbed all my blinkies. Guild Wars. Alright, let's start from the top. My guild's keep. My defend team was at the palace. Let's hope we set something in every place. It looks like it, yes. We gotta defend in every spot. That's good. I only did the palace because it wasn't defended yet. So since the palace wasn't defended yet, I feel like obligated to try to defend it. I already did this. I did as much as I could here. I'm not sure if this helps very much. It hasn't really made a difference in my eye. I don't notice a difference here. I don't really still understand this very much. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's like a place to spend your silver marks that barely does anything, but you might as well, kind of thing. That's how I feel right now. Like, what else am I going to do with silver marks? Even if it doesn't make that big of a difference, like, it's better than nothing, so might as well, I guess, type of stuff. Okay. Leaderboards. We are in 21st. The ELO system is slotting us where we're supposed to be. Like every Guild Wars, it learns and learns and learns, and it's trying to put us where we're supposed to be. I think we started in like 13th or something, and we've slowly been going down a little bit because we haven't been winning every single day, right? I think the last Guild Wars we did pretty not good. So Black Lagoon is who we're fighting, so I want to see where they're at. Are they above us or below us? It's like below us. Okay, they're in 25th, so it's going to be a really good... They're top 25. So it should be a good... They only got 24 players, though, but we only have 25. So, I guess, I mean, it says 25... I think 28 means, like, that's how many is in our guild, and... I don't know. But it looks like we have, like, one more than they do, at least. But still not max. War results. I still think they need to fix this to make it better. Guild Wars Medallion, if you're going to buy this. I always like to recommend people buying stuff like this, just because you're going to be doing it anyway, and you get extra stuff for doing something that you're going to do anyway, and it's not that much. That's how... I don't buy anything, right? So if I'm recommending that you buy something, it's probably something you should buy if you're buying stuff. Death Knight armor for sure. And then all the passes like this, like Campaign Pass, Kingdom Pass, you know, Guild Wars, Medallion. Just, you're gonna do it anyway, so why not get extra rewards for doing it? I don't know if it's like a good deal, but it's so cheap. And it's like giving you extra rewards for doing something you're going to do anyway. That's, I don't know. That just makes sense to me for $5. But I'm not doing it, so. Alright, we've got something here. 50 silver marks. One thing I don't really pay attention to that I've seen other people, aka Mr. T, paying attention to is like what troop gets shinied here. Because most of the time it sucks. Most of the time it sucks, and I'm not going to use Taloka just because it's getting shinied. You know what I mean? Like, but this time we got Crimson Bat, which is pretty cool. Was one I was considering using. How do I get to it? How do I get to it? Right, it's Crimson Bat, which is cool. Crimson Bat I already like, and now that, like, it's kind of like Shagura getting shinied. Crimson Bat getting shiny is like probably one of my favorites that's got shinied so far. So I like that. So if you want to use Crimson Bat, like if you buy the medallion, then maybe put Crimson Bat on your team instead of Morthani. But if you don't buy it, it's probably not going to make that big of a difference, and you might as well use Morthani. Maybe. I don't think it makes that big of a difference to have it shinied. Or, you know, like your team is your team, and you kind of make your team because it's synergetic and you're building it a certain way. It's not like a troop getting one less mana cost or a little bit of extra spell. It's not like that big of a difference to make me want to change my whole team just to add the shiny troop from the Guild Wars Medallion reward thing. But, I don't know. At least it's Crimson Bat. Alright, let's do these fights, man. Especially the gate. The gate is a nothing burger, and we just need to get it over with. So, it's been harder, though. I have recognized it has been harder. Maybe it is the thing, like, with the silver marks. But I did, like, lose a troop at the gate, I think. Like, I feel like it has been a little bit harder. Alright, so here's the team. Here is the team. We got Axe of Leeching, the Grey King, Morthani's Darkness, the Ghost Queen. I'm using Death Knight. I don't like it, but I have to, because if I'm using the Axe of Leeching, I feel like I have to use Death Knight to make myself from Ghulvania so I can get enough red and purple to make this worth using. I wish I could use Elementalist. Banner, we got double brown, purple minus yellow. My whole team is brown. And our two main damage dealers are purple, and we don't use any yellow, so might as well minus it. The weapon does damage to an enemy boosted by Ghulvania allies, then create a mix of 6 red and purple gems for each Ghulvania ally. So we are hoping to get an extra turn every time we cast this. It makes red and purple. Grey King uses purple. Morthani uses red. It's like perfect. Grey King is the one we're going to want to cast as soon as possible. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. All enemies of that color take true damage and are mana drained, silenced, and frozen. So you're going to like... Most of the time you're going to look at the enemy's team, see what color they use the most, and then pick that color and like silence 3 of them, or 2 of them at least, or all of them. But sometimes maybe you just want to target something in specific that you're scared of that, you know, might kill you. Like, I don't know. Maybe just something over there is really scary and you're just going to target that whether or not it hits more than one or not. But most of the time you're going to cast it on something that has, you know, the enemy team has a bunch of... Like if somebody was casting on my team, they would choose brown because my whole team's brown. Morthani is here because she uses red. She's undead from Ghulvania. She does true damage just like the Grey King. And she has a summon. So if we happen to lose our first slot, we can summon something in by casting her. The Ghost Queen is 50% starting the whole team and can also steal mana from an enemy. So if we need it to drain something real quick so it doesn't cast, it can finish stuff off. But mostly for the 50% start for the whole team. So that is the team I am starting with here and hoping that it goes well. Let's do the gate. What's my medals on? I think I just do Orpheus for safety. Alright, get to it, man. Quit stalling. Let's see what the chat has to say. Yo, Robert Westover in the house and with a tenner. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. My rants are part of my charm, I know, dude. It's like AI can never, like, rant like me because it's so... I probably... You know, it's called job security. My rants, like, AI can never generate one of my rants, right? They're too crazy. They're too random and crazy for AI to do that. But I'll look into that, Classic, the ability to have community posts on my channel. I usually turn everything on that's able to be turned on, but maybe I just haven't done that one yet. Super X TV, you finally got Leprechaun, but you're struggling to get that Venom trait stone. Is Explorer only way to get them? I did like 70 runs on difficulty 2 and got 2, one from the final boss. That trait stone I think you can get from... Is that the one you... Nah, that's not the one, is it? I was gonna say the one you can get from the Warrens. Is that the one? It's purple, green? I don't know. It might be green, yellow, that I'm thinking. But what you want to do, Super X, is use one of your orbs. Why not? Leprechaun is so amazing that it's fine to use like an orange orb on it. So you have any of those orange orbs, and if you don't, you need to start getting them. Like start getting your events done, join a good guild. Those are ways to get the orbs or do Vault of it. So you know the orange orbs that you... If you go to your troop... Like I don't have any that I can upgrade, but if you go to your troop and you go to orbs and you click on this one, you can get all the traits unlocked. Or, you know, it says all traits unlocked because I already have them all unlocked, but this one will do one trait, this one will do all the traits. So if you have any of these, it's perfectly fine to use it on something like Leprechaun or the Mirage Queen or Queen Beatrix. Don't be using these on like every troop. And you should use trait stones whenever you can, for sure. But like if you have one of these just for the Leprechaun, just to... Because you're going to use it all the time. Like it's a good candidate for an orange orb. So try using one of these on your Leprechaun. If you don't have these, go get them. Like get in a better guild or get some more events done or do more in the Vault event, open Vault keys. Like you should be getting these. You can get one of these in like the Underspire too. I think like on like the second boss. So like you could literally go right now and get an orange orb from the Underspire probably. Just by getting to like the second. Maybe it's not the second, but it's... You could get one for sure. But like you said, you could do explore to farm trait stones. I just don't think it's that necessary these days. Look at your glory shop. Sometimes there's a different trait stone in there every week. You could look at your soul forge. Maybe you can make a trait stone in there. But I would say, like, my advice would be to use one of these on your leprechaun. That's what I did. Thanks again, Robert. You're the man. Classic says, well, anyway, there is a feature that you could have on that allows your community to make posts on your YouTube. They can link you stuff or ask questions. If you're interested, it's in there. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm afraid with mine, they'll just recommend other channels on there. Jets. Classic says, I found out you don't have it on because I was trying to post that. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'll turn it on then, just so you can do that. Soul of Zathenos is a nice weapon against Chrysantherax? Okay. Never make a trait stone. I was just mentioning it in every way, you know. Covering all the bases. Everybody hit that like, turn in your ticket to the train. Let's go. Alright, come on. We're there. I'm stalling. I don't know why I'm stalling. Let's do the gate at least. Let's get the gate over with. Yeah, they're pretty easy to get. I think just being in a good guild and doing events. Alright, which one do we have more of? I think brown. So Alright, let's do this. I don't know if that was the right move, actually, but let's do this. This is the gate, but the gate has been harder recently. Like, I want to make sure I get all my points. Hope I don't die. Like, lose the troop. Alright, extra turn, come on. Doesn't always do it, but 90-something% of the time, we just got an extra turn. Okay, let's go. We got everything up. Finishing off all these extra turns. Alright, so now, look at the enemy team. What do they have? They got 2 purples. Let's do that. Might have been able to finish them off just with Marcani there, but we're practicing. Ooh, they summoned. A brown extra turn. Okay. What is it, red, brown? There is 13 red, so let's do red. Alright, 1 fight down. That's the gate. We're going to try for a set if possible, or we're going to try to make it more possible for a future guildie to get a set. It's Guild Wars today, yay. Okay, what do we got here? 18 people have done the gate, it looks like. I don't know how only 3 and 4 have done the next ones, though. Does that mean that people are in our guild are doing the gate like 5 times? That's probably why we're losing. You see what I mean? Like, we've beat the gate 18 times. 18. But how have we only beat the next 2 fights 7 times? That's like 11 times extra on the gate. So, like, 2 people did the gate 5 times or something. That's crazy. Wow. We got, unless we're losing, we're not losing, unless we're losing here, but it seems more likely that people are just doing the gate over and over and over. Which I don't like that. That's very selfish. But I guess if you suck, I mean, you can do the gate 5 times. Alright, we got the Shrine or the Glade. And we have 2 sets so far, so we're trying to make some 3s. We got a 2 over here, and we got a 2 over here. We could turn 2 2s to 3s going down. And we could do the same thing going up. The middle is probably the one I don't want to do, because there's already one on 4, and there's only one on 2. So I either want to go down or up. Can I not look at these until I'm... Like, the cookhouse... Is the cookhouse like goblins? What's the temple? Divine? Is that going to be Takshaka? So I either gotta face goblins or Takshaka, I think. Goblins suck, but we could freeze them up with the Grey King. Takshaka's like, I think I'm going to go down. I think I'll take my chances with the goblins. Takshaka can just, like, kill you without even giving you a turn for real. But, I mean, goblins can do the same thing, but they gotta get going first. Takshaka just gets going right away. I think I'm gonna try down. It might be a mistake, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do the gate? I did the gate. Yeah, you can go to the trait stone that you need, Super X, and you can click on it, and it will tell you which kingdoms you can do exploring to get that trait stone. It should give you one out of every boss chest, right? It's something like that. Is it every mini boss or every boss chest or something? You should get an arcane trait stone or something like that. I did the gate. You want me to do it again? Alright, should I do... What do you guys think? Yeah, use the orb, Super X. Like, I'm not saying use orbs on every troop, on everything, like trading everything with orbs. Like, you want to save up your orbs so you can get Zul'Goth and Maelstrom Dagonath and CT and all that stuff. But if it's something like Leprechaun or Queen Beatrix or the Miraji Queen that you're going to use like all the time, it's totally worth it. Yep, Leprechaun is used all the time, so it's worth fully trading. Alright, I think my instinct is telling me to go down, y'all. I feel like up, you got Takshaka. Down, you got goblins. And, you know, I don't love goblins, but Takshaka is scarier than goblins, right? So I'm going to go to the Glade and then the Cookhouse, I guess. I think it's that. I'm not 100% the Cookhouse is goblins, but I think Temple is Divine, which is Takshaka. Let's look at them. Let's look at them. What do we got? Ooh, a couple Queen Beatrixes. I don't know, man. Elementalist Queen Beatrix. Or we got Savage Hunter, Lord of Slaughter, Phoenix. The enemy uses green, deal triple damage. We do use green. And they're about the same here. Alright, I'm just gonna go down. That's how I'm feeling. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Did he make a mistake? We got Queen Beatrix. Alright, we need brown and green. We got a lot of that, but I'd love to get an extra turn. Got brown here. We got green and brown here. Got green here. We got purple into green, which could get us an extra turn too because of the brown up top. Green down here. We got blue down here. We do this. Yeah, I think I might go for the extra turn. Probably won't get it, but you gotta try. Ooh, I got it. Alright, now we got the Grey King. Which, they're gonna Royal Honey out of it, but at least I can do some damage here. And their whole team is, like, green. So that's a mistake they made. So we can do green. Are there any extra turns on the board? No. Alright, let's do green. Their whole team, pretty much. But then they just Royal Honeyed out of it. Okay. Get the Ghost Queen. Could kill one of their Queen Beatrixes, maybe. 67 plus 11. We're frozen on brown. I think I'm gonna get rid of one of their Queen Beatrixes here. I don't like that they got two of them. And I'm gonna go after the other one now. Screw their hero and screw Pan. I'm not scared of either one of those. But the Queen Beatrixes. I am scared of. Get out of here. Get out of here, Double Queen Beatrix, Royal Honey. Get out of here, honey. Honey. That was cute, honey. I like the Ghost Queen's audio clip. Sounds like Shaggorath. Alright, we got the cookhouse. Where's Anita when you need her? And yep, it's goblins. I freaking knew it. Fundingus, String Fiddler, Norbert's turn up, and High King Irongut. Luckily, they don't know how to do a banner. But, yeah. Probably gonna be tough. I gotta do it, though, if we want sets. I gotta go for the cookhouse. I don't think I'm gonna make any changes. Come on. Freaking goblins. This is gonna be the hardest part. Boy, it would be nice to get an extra turn on first turn for once, like it hasn't happened yet. Got brown here. So they're gonna want green, red. Alright, we can get brown and green. That's a good start. Get our weapon up. Nice, got an extra turn. I mean, I meant there's no obvious extra turns. Like, when you start your Guild Wars fight and there's just an extra turn sitting in there, that's always nice. When you have to get it from a cascade from the sky, like, come on. Alright, they have a little bit of mana. I could steal their hero's mana. I could do the Great King. I'm probably going to do the Great King. That's the whole point of our team, is the Great King. They got green, green. They got brown, brown. They got yellow, yellow. I think, like, the greens on top are the more, like, ones that screw you up and do extra turns and mess up your team and stuff. So, as long as they can be silenced. Ooh, he's immune to silence. You see what I mean? I could do brown. Like, their hero does have 7 mana. Could do, like, brown or yellow. Let's look at, like, what we got. 15 red, 10 brown, 10 yellow. Probably should do brown. Like, they have no mana yet on their first 2 troops. And if they cast Norbert's Turnip, it's going to start getting them some mana. And String Fiddler can't be silenced. So, I mean, I could freeze them. Yeah, I'm thinking brown, y'all. They might get a red extra turn, though, if I get rid of this brown right here. Nah, this will fall. Or wait, yeah, that falls 1. These fall 2. And they can match a red extra turn. Ooh, that kind of sucks. If I do yellow, this falls 1, this falls 1. Same thing, pretty much. Maybe I wait a turn? I don't know. About to do Ghost Queen on their hero. Can't decide, y'all. If I get rid of brown, they're going to get a red extra turn. If I get rid of yellow, they get a red extra turn. Let's do this. Now I can do it, maybe. We got a brown extra turn out of that, and we get a red extra turn. I think. Unless we have Lightning Strike on or something. So that might have been a big brain move. Well, we got the brown at least. And they didn't. And now we get this. Okay. Okay. So they got 6 mana on their Fundingus, and that's about it. So maybe I should do green just to freeze them and silence them and stuff like that. There's a lot of green on the board too. We don't need green right now. I mean, I could do the Ghost Queen again and then do green, but Yeah, I could do that. Just weaken them a little bit more and drain their Fundingus. I think I'm gonna do that. It's like... keep doing that. Ooh, they got an extra turn! No! They got a lucky extra turn. What was that bullcrap? Dude. That was annoying. Now we're frozen. Or now we're silenced. That was such bullcrap. They got like such a lucky extra turn there. Ugh. That was bullshit. Hope you know. No. Well, now I got 2 Guild Wars losses. Goblins get a lucky extra turn after I drain them. They have no mana. They get a lucky green extra turn. Such bullshit. They had no mana, and I kept draining them. Dude, I was doing everything perfectly right. And somehow they get a lucky green extra turn from the sky. Wish upon a star type of bullshit. And then they just... I don't get another turn. They're off to the races. I get to cast Morthani 1 time. That was the only thing I could do. That's annoying, bro. Anyway, I better win this one, I guess. I'm gonna try to turn one of those 2s to a 3. Alright, what do we got? Let's quit being annoyed. We got 3, we got... Alright, they got purple, purple, they got red, red. I guess we'll do purple as long as they can be silenced. All status effects. I don't know then. Frozen on brown. I'm just gonna do it again. Why did I do that? They got red. Go. Hate when you push the button to cast and it don't cast. Alright, let's try to change one. I guess, yeah, 1, 2 to a 3. Good job. Good job, me. Got ruby weapon. At least they're all red, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can go 4-1 at least. I made a mistake going after the goblins, everybody. They get the bullshit extra turn. When they have no... Their entire team has 0 mana, they get a bullshit extra turn, and then I never get another turn. It's like the game giving them the win. It's recorded, too, so I'm gonna go back and watch it and just see how much of bullshit it was. Like, there's nothing I could do on that one. I even, like, anticipated a red extra turn. I didn't cast Grey King on a certain color, so they wouldn't do that, and then they still get to do it anyway. It's so frustrating. It's like the game was like, oh, you stopped us from doing it, so we're gonna let it happen anyway, on a different way. You anticipated the crazy extra turn that they would get if you cast it on this color with your Grey King, so let's just give it to them anyway from the sky. Wish upon a star. Alright, if I don't take this red extra turn, they will. Butts. Big butts. Big butts, big butts. Maybe I'll get a brown up top if I do it downwards. Yes! See, mine are strategic. Like, when I think something's coming from the sky, there's a brown storm, there's 2 brown next to each other. If I match this, maybe a brown will fall. There probably was a green storm when they did that, but it's still crazy. Annoying. Freaking goblins. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with them goblins when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Alright, we're frozen on, like, every color that my axe would make. Because Morthani is frozen. So that's great. Ooh, we could get a yellow extra turn right here. Some free purple. You see that? Oh, no, because then it'll make a stupid... Like, I can't choose... Okay, I do brown, dummy. Right? There, now I got a yellow extra turn. So I'm not frozen on yellow. Smello yellow. Alright, what do they got? They got all red because they're dumb. Okay, let's do it again. Screw their red team. Alright, 4-1. It is a top 25 guild. Freaking goblins got me. What do you... It is what it is. Goblins happen to everybody. I got to turn 1, 2 to a 3. I'm helping. Shake and bake and I helped. I want to fight the palace, though. Come on. Shit. Shit. Dookie. Alright, let's see what y'all had to say about that. You know, when I get real quiet, that means I'm mad. I'm real mad. So when I got quiet for those 30 seconds, I knew what was going to happen. I was just watching it happen. I couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, eventually you get flooded with orange orbs and you have too many. For the most part, you want to save orbs to craft power orbs for the power orb troops, but you'll be bottlenecked by blue, so using some green and orange is no biggie. Yeah, I just know on very specific troops. Queen Beatrix, Miraji Queen, Leprechaun, you know? Like three orbs, you know? You can even use some trait stones for like the first trait and the second trait, and then use an orb on the last trait, you know? You don't have to use like a giant orange orb. Maybe you have the minor trait stones and stuff. Quick question, is there any troop you would advise to ascend to Mythic? I have Major Orb of Ascension as well. Not really. 'Cause you can get more, like early game, like the good troops are underworld troops, and you can just keep opening chaos portals to get more copies. I'd say save your blue orbs for now. If you're gonna ascend something, it's probably like a legendary that you luckily got, like a Tesla or something. Like if you happen to get Tesla or Venoxia or something like that, early game, maybe. Or can't you use those on, nah, you probably wouldn't do it there either. Yeah, I wouldn't use your blue ones, nah. It's not that much of an advantage, and you can, most of the early, like I said, most of the early game, like legendaries and stuff, are underworld troops that you can just open chaos portals and be patient. I don't think I used any blue orbs on my early game. Depends how many you got, though. You got like a crazy amount. Maybe, like, maybe do the Leprechaun or something, but Leprechaun doesn't really, I don't think he would, he's going to be on the bottom of your team, and probably doesn't get, like, maybe if he gets a little magic to do more green explosions, but probably not. The answer's probably no. Somebody loved that loss out there. I know you're out there, buddy. Because I'm that guy sometimes. I know you're out there. You might have already clicked off. I know you're out there. I see you. You like that law. You're clapping for those goblins. You were ripping your panties off about those goblins beating me, weren't you? I know you're out there, bro. Super X says, I'm working on Mirage Queen as well. He said the Orb of Wisdom is easy to get as a reward sometimes. You guys know where? Underspire you can get one, but I think it's like the 5th boss, right? But just being in a good guild should get you some orbs. Just like the guild events, like, just do all the events you're supposed to be doing. I know, like, early game you're not doing all the events yet, probably, but eventually you'll start getting orbs for playing the game correctly, like, every day. And then Vault event, too. Vault event's usually the answer to everything, and we got a Vault event next weekend, so next weekend you should get some orbs. For sure. This game is a lot about patience, you know? So if you're looking to fully ascend something or fully trait something, you could probably have it done in like a week. Especially since Vault event's next weekend. But if we're trying to do everything today, like, might not happen in Gems of War. Some people play this game like they're going for achievements, they're trying to get everything done in one day, but it's really not that type of game. It's like a long haul type of game where you do everything right each day and it adds up, and eventually over time you get the stuff. Yeah, you can use souls for leveling. They have to be ascended first to level them to 20, but I think that was their question. Oh, it's boss 3? Okay. So yeah, boss 3 isn't too hard to get to. Yeah, Underspire is really good, especially, like, I didn't do it super early game because there's just so much going on, like all the questing and stuff you got to do, and like opening the game up and all that, and just like making sure you're helping your guild a little bit first and stuff like that. But Underspire, you should do it eventually, for sure. It's kind of like Epic Trials. Like, you're not going to do Epic Trials when you're level 50 or 100 or 150 or 200, but eventually you will. Same with Underspire. You might not do it when you're level 200, but eventually, when you get to like level 500, you probably should be doing it. Yeah, Vault event is the answer to like all your questions about how to get something. Because Vault keys lead to other stuff that can lead to other stuff. So it might not be directly, like you're doing the Vault event might not directly get you an orb, but you'll get a Vault key, you'll open the Vault key will have an orb. Or you'll open a Vault key, you'll get a ton of gems, that way you can go a little bit further in the guild event to get an orb. Or it's like indirectly can get you everything in the game. Sometimes directly, but at worst, indirectly get you everything in the game. So that was Guild Wars there. Freaking lost. I don't lose very often, so it was strange to me. But I don't know. Robert laid down some track today. What do you guys want to see? I can play for a little bit longer. I said it would be a shorter stream, but I can thank Robert for the little bonus section we're going to do here. You guys want to see... Let's see, what could we do? What could we do? The events that are going on at the moment are the World event, or we could do Underspire, or we can do Epic Trials, or we can do... We already kind of did PvP. I probably don't want to do PvP, but we could. But mostly, I would say either World event, Underspire, or Epic Trials. You guys want to do a poll? Here, we'll do a poll. There's like more people here than usual. They got to see me freaking lose. What to do for last part of stream? We got World Event. We got Under Spire. We got Epic Trials. Start poll. I guess I could open vault keys too. I forgot about that. But I didn't put it on the poll, so it is what it is. What do you guys need the most? Think about that, because you know how I stream. I don't stream to do my account. I stream to help you guys. So think about which one you need the most help with, and then I'll do it. While y'all vote, I'll try to get this done maybe. Defeat 2 mini bosses and explore. Under Spire would be nice. First thing you do on Under Spire is get your free lantern. You actually have to make a team and then do one fight, and then you can go get your free lantern. Shout out to Tyrion Shark for that advice. I was totally avoiding it early game just because I had too much going on, but then he's like, why not get the free lantern, bro? It's like one fight. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Save them for later or something. Same thing with, like, I would always skip the soul offers early game, but, you know, early game, maybe get the soul offers just for a little bit. Still iffy on that one, but the free lantern's definitely a good idea. Everybody, every single person, it's like not a depends situation. It's fine. It's like Gems of War, so many depends. Depends what level you are, depends this, depends that. But getting your free lantern, like, why not? It's free. It's just sitting there. You just all you have to do is make a team and do one fight and get a free lantern. Why would you not at least do that? It's like a free $5 bill outside on your sidewalk and you're too lazy to walk out and get it. I'm busy. I'm busy licking Dorito cheese off my fingers. I can't go out there and pick up that $5 bill. Got a token of Anu. Nice. Too busy licking Cheeto dust off my fingers. I can't go out there and get that $5 bill right now. I'm watching Hee Haw. Watching Hee Haw and Andy Griffith's show. No way I can get up right now and go get that free $5 bill outside on my sidewalk. I'd have to put on my butt flap pajamas. Put on my butt flap pajamas, go out there, buckle up, put it in sport mode. Get up out of my chair, put my butt flap pajamas on, buckle it up, put it in sport mode. Put on my bunny slippers, open the door. Walk down the steps. Bend over. And pick it up. And then I have to do it all in reverse and go backwards into back into the house and open the door and everything. You kidding me? Lick the Cheeto dust off my fingers tips? I ain't doing all that just for a $5 bill. I like sitting here with no pants on. Eating Cheetos. Getting my wiener orange. Lantern gives you double loot on any fight in the Underspire. So you're going to want to save the lanterns for boss fights. Like the dragon boss fights. I definitely have videos out there if you want to look up Underspire. I'll if it wins the poll, I'll over-explain it to you like I always do. Let me finish up this explore. And then I'm going to go see what wins the poll. Just giving people time to vote. Get my wiener orange wiener. Cheeto dust on my hot dog. You pretty much save lanterns for now. I mean, you could double the loot on the first boss or the second boss as a beginner. Or you could save them up for later and like double up on the 6th boss, 4th boss. It's just gonna be hard to get to like the 6th boss early game. Alright, did I satisfy the conditions of my parole? Looks like it. There we go. Alright, what won the poll? If anybody wants to vote, do it right now, because you got about 30 seconds. Where's my poll at? It's in my pants. Click on the poll, dummy. For some reason. Hey, everybody wants to see Underspire. That's cool. That's easy. Alright, let's do it. Nobody wanted to be a contrarian? Are you kidding me? I'll probably vote on that poll just to be a contrarian. Be the only one that voted something different. That's how I rock, though. I like to be... not go with the crowd. Alright, so Underspire 1, let's do it. Alright, so Underspire, everybody. Everybody should do this. I swear you should. I know that's probably something you're skipping out there. A lot of people are skipping it. But there's such good loot here. Guaranteed orbs. Like when you're doing the Vault event, or when you're opening any orb of Chaos, you get so many. Like you get them for the Guild event, you know, you get it for your single player events, you're getting it for when you open Vault keys, you're getting orbs. Like orbs are like the major prize for a lot of events, right? And then when you pop that orb, what are you hoping for most of the time? You're hoping for a glory orb or a minion orb. Those are the most valuable ones. And they're just sitting here for you. They're just sitting here for you in Underspire. You don't have to pop a random and hope and pray. They're here. Literally there. There's the bronze one, and the silver one, and the gold one. There's enough in each Underspire every week to gold elite a mythic. So you're passing up the opportunity to gold elite a mythic every week you don't do the Underspire. There's also writs in there, and vault keys, and orange orbs, and blue orbs, and dragonite. There's sentinels. Super worth it to be doing. But first thing you do is you do this first fight, so you're gonna have to make a team real quick out of the restriction. Then you go here and you get your free lantern. Boom, claimed. Lanterns will double rewards from battles and will extend vision by 1 room. Don't look at the extending vision by 1 room as a complete waste of the lantern. You just want to use the lantern on a dragon boss. Just get that, like, learn that first. Like, lanterns are only used for dragon bosses, like on the dragon boss fight. And you should probably only use them on like 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Just never use them on 3 or 5. That's the next thing you should learn. And then eventually you're only going to use them on like 6. Because 6 is the best. You get the gold orb. But, you know, it's always a progression. Like, learn that you're only supposed to use the lantern on bosses first, and then learn to use it on not 3 or 5, and then learn to use it on 6, usually. Sometimes I use it on 4 for the silver, because you'll have, like, a weird amount of silvers, and if you do a bunch of Underspire, like, months and months and months in a row, you'll end up having, like, a bunch of gold orbs, because you're doubling it every time, and then you'll be, like, start getting low on silver, and then you'll have extra lanterns, because whatever reason, you saved them up for a while before you started doing the Underspire. So then you start doubling the silver and the gold, eventually, until you get back down to only enough lanterns to double the gold one. But yeah, you just, you do highest level to get to the door. This is my low level team. So there's like a door, there's the first boss, the first dragon boss. There's a door that leads to the second dragon boss. So to open the door to the second dragon boss, you got to fight the first dragon boss who has the keystone, the key to the door. So in the first area, there's going to be a dragon boss. You fight the boss, you get the key, you open the door. So you have to find the door and you have to find the boss. So if you find the door first, you can't go through it, it's locked. So then you go find the dragon, you fight the dragon, you kill the dragon, you get the key. Now you can open the door and go to the second section. Now there's no reason to go back to the first section. And, you know, I mean, there's sentinels and stuff, but don't think about that. Like, who cares until after the whole thing. Once you're in the second section, just concentrate on that. Don't think about anything behind that door. Like, Now you're doing it again. You're looking for the door again. Going highest level, finding the door. It's locked. Now you got to go find the second dragon. Kill the second dragon boss, get the key, open the door. Now you're going to the third area, looking for the third dragon boss, looking for the third door to go to the fourth area. It's the same thing. It's just like Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 4, Area 5, Area 6. And each area has a dragon. The dragon has the key to the door to the next area. And if you go highest level fight, you'll find the door. And then to find the dragon, there's like no formula to find it. You just gotta look until you find it in that area. Alright, so I was doing Ruby Weapon. Captain Saltclaw. I think Captain McCall, maybe? Is that right? This up top. Doing something like that, right? Because there's not anything that good in this restriction. I mean, there's Steel. I like Megavore and Sycorax, but not. I don't know. Maybe later. Maybe later. Not right now. Alright, we got a lot of red. And we got blue, red, brown, purple, yellow. We're missing green. Blue, red. Red, purple. I'm gonna go blue, red. I don't know why. I just feel like it. Class. I think I did Titan. Did I do Titan? What did I do here? I could do Rogue. Could do Corsair. Yeah, I think I did Corsair. Because I'll 50% start, I'll get a lot of blue. Alright, that's the team I think. I have it on Monday's video. There's a shorter video. If you really want to double check me on my Underspire team, on Monday I put out a video with World Event teams and Underspire. They're the same thing as it's the same thing. You just copy paste your World Event team into your Underspire. This week it's easy. Like, the team is easy. Whatever you're doing for World Event, copy paste it into the Underspire. It's the same restriction. I forgot about that. I should just go to my World Event. We have green to blue. For some reason, that's almost never here. We got Ruby Weapon to do most of the damage. We got Captain Saltclaw to help clean up if he needs it. And then the other two things are to mana generate. Highest level, so level 15. You see the level under that says Scaled Court, and then it says level 15. So highest level is the way you want to go to the door. They're both the same level, so we're not going to be able to tell this time. I'll just pick a whatever, random one. Yeah, the Underspire is going to be restricted. You're going to have to use troops from Blackhawk. That's how it is every week. So it's different every week. You know, they don't want to let you use whatever troop you want, because then you would just use the same team every week. So they make it restricted by the Kingdom of the Week. Alright, we do have this for once. This gets up this, which wins. If you have Shocktopus, it's pretty good for early game for this one, Super X. Let's say Shocktopus, I showed the team briefly, and I have a video on it. It was like Bronzelock Pistol, Shocktopus, Scurvy Sea Dog or something. The best I could come up with for low level players. It's not the greatest team in the world, but most of the time low level players aren't doing Underspire like they should be anyway. Like I said, I don't think you should do it immediately when you start. There's many other things to worry about. Underspire is something you do eventually, but the sooner the better. Alright, I will go to the door or the boss, whatever we find, and that's about it today. It was an odd stream, As far as I don't usually stream on Thursdays. So I probably need to wrap it up pretty soon. But I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe we can get some revenge. I hate that I lost. I'll be thinking about that at least for a couple minutes after the stream. Fucking losing. I'm a loser. Alright, highest level. We got 20. We got 21. I'm gonna go 21. Nice work, Super X. Ship cannon's a good idea, yep. Mimic's kind of random. I'm not a big fan of Mimic. Only weapon you had was Avenging Falchion. I like the ship cannon idea. Yeah, I don't know what troops you have, but I like your ship cannon. Because you're hitting multiple enemies with it. Maybe even double up on it. But I know you don't have mana generation, really, so... Avenging Falchion's just a damage dealer. You might want something that does a little bit of mana generation, because it's going to get slow later if you don't have some mana generation. Whenever you make a team, try to think what's going to do the damage, what's going to do the mana generation. Sometimes you need a tank, sometimes you don't. Depends. Definitely need damage dealer and mana generator. So you don't want like a whole team of just stuff doing damage, and you don't want a whole team of just stuff doing mana generation. You kind of want a mixture of both. So you kind of want at least like 2 damage dealers and 2 mana generators. Like a mana generator for every damage dealer almost, usually. Like you see with my team. This is a damage dealer, but it also mana generates. This is a damage dealer. This is a mana generator. And this is pretty much a mana generator. It's 50% starting. But it also does damage. So you see how I have lots of... I'm not only thinking about doing damage. And I know you probably don't have a lot of troops right now, so it's hard to even... But I'm thinking about both. Doing damage and generating mana. Because you can't do damage if you don't have mana. So you need both. This explodes, which does mana generation. But it also does really good damage. This is a damage dealer. And this is a mana generator. And then this does both too. So 2 of my troops do both. 1 does only damage, and 1 does only mana generation. So I have equal parts damage and mana generation. You're only going to need, like... If I had 4 troops that were all damage dealers, the 4th one would never need to do anything. So you might as well have something generating mana. Same thing if you have 4 mana generators and no damage dealers. Like, who's doing the damage there, and... Why do you need so much mana generation? So you gotta have like equal parts. It's like making something, you know, like a recipe or something. You want equal parts damage dealer to mana generator. Guess I'll take red. See, if you don't, you're just gonna be matching gems, and that takes way longer. Alright, find the door of the boss. We found the boss. So here's the boss. If you didn't know what it looked like, it's got the little portal thing right there. It's a dragon. It's always a dragon. And then it has like the loot in the upper right hand corner. This one drops garnets, writs, and a bronze orb there. Bronze glory orb. So if you make it here, you could use your lantern if you're a beginner. Then you get double the writs and double the orb. But if you're planning on going further, you might want to save your lantern and do it on... I don't know, I always prefer the first boss over the second boss, but some people prefer the second boss over the first boss. I feel like it's either way is fine. You can either double your writs and that glory orb, or you can double like a vault key and something else. I don't know what the second one gives otherwise. It's like a crappy orb, I think. Or it's like maybe an Imperial Deed or something. I think that's why people do it. When you get to know me, Super X, I don't like the lucky stuff. I like the guaranteed stuff. So, but I know it is fun sometimes to be doing, like when you use Mongo. If you're just like playing around and having fun playing the game, you know what I mean? Like it's fun to use those types of troops, but For me, I try to recommend not wishing upon a star. Anytime a troop says or maybe, or it's not usually one of my favorites. I want to know exactly what they're doing. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it there. Unless anybody has any questions, man. We did some Underspire. This is my team. Underspire, you just, like I said, the first section. There's a dragon boss in there, and it has the key to the door. You gotta find the door. You gotta find the dragon. Beat the dragon, get the key, open the door, go to the second section, and then you just do it again. It just gets harder each section. There's different loot on each dragon boss. And you save your lantern for the dragon boss that you want to double the loot of. Which normally for most people it's the 6th one, the 6th dragon, because it has the big gold glory orb that is very valuable. So you want to double the most valuable loot, which is the big gold glory orb. But if you're not making it there, and you want to double like the first boss or the second boss or the 4th boss, that's fine too. But just do what you can. The Sentinels are kind of like a thing they just added to make it to where dead ends aren't as annoying. It's like a little reward for going every which wrong way. There's a little chest that might give you a couple of torches, or they're just like rare troops. They're decent. It's better than the Horde Mimic Mythic, but you don't want to like I always do those last. I want to make sure I have enough torches. Oh, you got to buy torches every day. It depends, like when early game you don't buy torches, you just like you get 7 free torches every day. So you'll just want to use your free torches and just get as far as you can with your free torches. But eventually when you're actually trying to get the entire thing done to the 7th boss, you're going to want to buy torches each day. Like I usually buy 2 a day up till Friday. And then I go from there and just, if I've been doing well, then I won't need to buy more on Saturday and Sunday. If I've gone every wrong way, then I might need to buy more on Saturday or Sunday. I hope I explained it okay. There's trinkets, but I only use trinkets if there's like a really hard 6 dragon fight or 7 dragon fight. Trinkets probably just don't pay attention to early. Sentinels probably just don't pay attention to early. More concentrate on getting to the dragon bosses, killing them, getting the key, and going to the next, and using your lantern properly, and getting your torches every day, and playing. Like, a dragon a day keeps the doctor away in the Underspire, because there's 7 dragons, there's 7 days. But, mostly concentrate getting your free lantern, and then getting to the first dragon boss, getting the key, going to the door. I wouldn't worry about, like, trinkets and sentinels early. No problem, man. Alright, we'll see y'all later. If I have time today, I'm going to make a crappy Dark Souls video or something. I'm really close to having that all the way wrapped up. So as soon as, like, next week, maybe we'll start streaming every Thursday, because I don't know if I want to stream those, though. Like, my new account playthrough. I think it might happen next week. As soon as next week. So, if anybody's excited about another new account playthrough for Gems of War, which I've already done. How many have I done? 3? I can't remember if I've done 2 or 3, but this will be the 3rd or 4th new account playthrough I've done. Which, start from scratch, no advantage at all, don't spend any money, and everything I do, anybody else can do. Like, I try to make it not lucky. Like, I'm not gonna get a lucky Arachnean Weaver or a lucky, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna... Most of the things, there's a formula, and you can go from A to B to C to D to E. Get this, and then get Rowan, and then get Queen Beatrix. Like, literally everybody can do it, follow the same path as me, and do exactly what I'm doing. And that's the point. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Thank you so much, Robert. Appreciate you. Keeping the momentum going. It's easier if you keep it going. Do an underdoggy. Somebody swinging, they got to pump their own legs, use their own muscles. That's hard. So if you give them an underdoggy, though, you keep them swinging, keep that momentum going. So we got to keep it going. We're halfway through the month, y'all. We gonna streak at the end again? We love to streak. We love to take our clothes off and run across the field, which is cool. But, yeah. Hopefully it happens every month, though. We gotta count on us streaking across the field. So maybe it'll happen again. But like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Take a good about down below, and I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow, same time, same place. Maybe I can go 5-0 tomorrow. Jeez Louise, freaking goblins! Somebody, I know you're out there, buddy. You're probably gone by now, but you were like, yeah, you're clapping for those goblins. I know it. All right, I'll see y'all. Thanks for joining me, Sauna, Super X, Classic. We got Jets. Jets was here. Funky Town was here. Rain was here. Jets. We got Sauna. Tyrion Shark was here. Funky Town, Texas. We got Jets. We got Classic. Robert Westover. Yeah, my rants are the only thing that makes me unique, probably. I'm very good at Gems of War. Good at the game, but it's the ranting that sets me apart, right? Super X was here asking questions. I love it. Makes the stream easier. We got Jets, we got Classic, we got Sauna, we got Funky, we got Yoke the Ham. Who was first today? My chat did crash, so if I'm wrong, it is what it is. But it looks like Jets, then Sauna, then Classic. Top fan, so YouTube determines this, and they think Robert's the best. They think Classic is second best. They think Super X and Sauna are in third place, tied. I say special shout out to Robert, keeping those lights on, those doors open, that momentum going. Thank you so much, bro. All right, everybody, see ya tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck in Guild Wars. Peace out.